I'm in a couple races here in a row, so I have not gone to catch up with you. I've always been asking you on the whole meeting expectations. We're now a little deeper in the season. Are we still there? Are we still enjoying it?
I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm definitely trying to keep the enjoyment factor for sure. You have to. I mean, even when I was racing my racing career, you gotta maintain that. But I think at this point, I'm happy with my performance and how I'm riding for sure. But the results have been not super inconsistent, but like we'll have a good first moto, fourth place, not too far off the leaders, and then the second moto, it's a 6th or a 7th, and so just kind of floating in that little area with these guys, and it seems like from third place to 7th place, we're almost staying there 1 or 2 points apart on the overall for the day. So it's super close. So I feel like I'm just trying to kind of bridge that gap and trying to kind of put two motos together. That's what I'd like to see at this point.
So I heard that possibly you guys had maybe a big testing this week here in Minnesota. I believe the guys came out, worked with you at the BP Motor Ranch after the guys had a ride day. So pretty rough good. I heard stuff like, I'm sure, fork and shock testing. I think I heard you guys might have done an engine update. It definitely seemed to suit your riding style, I feel like, a little more.
Yeah, we tried to get a little bit more power on the front end of the engine, just that bottom to mid, and not having to clutch it so much to get the power up. So that was positive. We did test Thursday, and you got to be careful. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, but we're just trying to kind of make baby steps forward, just trying to get a little bit better. And so it worked out good that we have that track close by, and Jim Anderson came from WP, and my brother Jade was out there as well. And so it was a good day. I feel like we made progress. Definitely need to make some more, but I feel like we tried a few things going into the second moto, just kind of went the wrong way, but that's okay. You got to try it. And so at least we know moving forward, and then we'll just try to keep improving.
So I believe you may have already been asked this, but I'm really curious with just kind of the way it's going. It seems like you are enjoying yourself so much. Webb's contract was announced next year as Supercross only with an outdoor option. So I mean, to put it out there, potentially Carlos may not be doing something next summer. Are you enjoying this enough? Is there any inkling in the back of your head about, hey, maybe doing outdoors next year, or do you feel like it's going to be out of the system by the end?
Yeah, I don't know at this point. I think I got a lot of stuff to figure out. Me and my family do as well. So, there's a lot of opportunity on the table for sure. There's some doors that are open, but I also need to, look at things as a whole and just try to make the best decision moving forward. And, if I'm going to keep racing, it's going to be because I want to race, not because, somebody or the fear of somebody, hey, you should race because you got, I want it to be deep down inside driven and want to do good. And I feel that way right now, of course. So, am I where I want to be at this point of the season? For sure, I want to be further up there without a doubt. But, it's also been some time, so I need to be patient too.
So, as what's the old movie saying? So you're saying there's a chance?
She's saying that, yeah, there's a chance, but I don't know. We'll see. You never know.
For you if you were to continue, again, I think of outdoors only because I think it works to be able to stay in Minnesota. I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, like the crazy theory would be, oh, what if you came back full time? I feel like it'd be a lot harder, of course, to do Supercross from here. So, I mean, I'm saying you're talking about a fan lot, so I'm sure that probably weighs on your mind a lot. Like if you were to continue racing, how that works for where you're at and family situation, all that.
Yeah, of course. And, if we're going to go beyond this year, we're probably gonna have to relocate and go down somewhere south and get back to Florida and do it right. So those are all things we gotta kind of have to hash out. But Minnesota's been good, but it's good for the short term, not the long term if we're gonna keep racing.
Okay. Through this whole experience, again, how much you're enjoying it, do you ever look back and think, I mean, at the time that you were racing, of course, you were one of the two dudes between you and Villo. There's a lot of pressure online. I understand why probably it was a lot weighing on you a lot more, but with the way you approach it now, do you ever look back and go, man, I wish I could have had some of this mentality then? Or do you just think it's two different time periods that really isn't applicable?
No, I definitely feel like through my career, I raced 11 years prior to retirement, and I mean, was there a lot of pressure? But like, I always feel like I had good people around me, like that reminded me, whether it was Roger, my wife, my family, my parents, Eldon, like, I get to do this, and you get paid to do what you love. And I always tried to like look at it like, dude, yeah, you're always on the verge, you're wanting to do more, you always want to accomplish more, but like you also have to look like, just got to remind yourself like, dang, Ryan, like you have won a championship, and you have won you've won a 450 Supercross, you've won a motocross event, and I run a lot, but it's like you also have to realize like, the position you're in, you've always dreamed to be in this position. So like, I think for me, when I retired, like I was completely happy with that decision. It just was a lot of years of accumulation and racing, and 30 races a year and back to back, and we have designations, and there's not a lot of time off, and so it just got to a point where it was kind of burnout, really. So I feel like I always incorporated it. It's a balance, because yeah, you have expectations, you want to accomplish more, you want to do more, you always want to give it your best, but it's like if you don't have that goal of where you want to get to, then what are you chasing after, really? So, but it's a fine line.
Actually, I do have one last one for you. How's it been balancing the coffee biz with the racing biz?
It's been good. I've been able to have some great people to kind of take over and manage it for me, and but it's been good. So I definitely got a good customer base, but for right now, the focus and racing and racing with the team, and not trying to put too much attention and energy towards other things that are going to take away from the performance. So.